the radar. There we go. We are tracking a PDS warned tornado. It was at one point tornado emergency, but I was able to get it at that point in time due to some technical difficulties. But we are live now. Rotation is starting to veer off a little bit, but there is a little bit of new rotation down south of this, just east of Walcamus. Walcamus. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry if I butchered the name of this place, but hang on. Let me do one thing real quick, and I will be right with y'all. Just a second. Just a second. Let me go to the big page. Okay. What I'm gonna do is share. I'm actually gonna groups. Midwest. There. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to where people can actually watch the stream here. Just a moment. Just a moment. Find it this way. There we go. I'm gonna refresh. Do it this way. Share to my page, but then I'm also gonna share to this thing. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right, so here we go. I just shared the live stream to multiple groups, public groups or whatever that I've joined about a year ago. Uh, so I got this stream shared, so whoever will be looking at this stream and be able to see what's going on here. But we have a PDS warning, tornado warning, but we're probably fixing to have a new tornado warning just south of it, going towards Covington, Oklahoma. This was at one point PDS warned, but it is now. I mean, it was at one point tornado emergency. Now it is PDS moving northeast. Uh, hang on. Yeah, this is observed moving at 15 knots. So this is kind of a slow moving storm, but it still has potential to recycle and put down another tornado. It was at one point a stovepipe tornado, but it is possibly lifted now. But still PDS warned, but it's probably going to try to recycle going towards Garber, just south of Highway 64. Here we go. So we're tracking this tornado warning right now, going northeast towards Highway 64. Still tornado warned, PDS warned, which means particularly dangerous situation. But yes, we are live now. I'm a little bit late due to some technical difficulties, but we are now live, and I apologize for getting up here late, but yeah, I just streamed earlier of the forecast for this coming up Monday. And as soon as I ended that, we saw this, and now we're streaming covering the severe weather. So stay tuned and everything. This could recycle and put down another NATO. And we just got an update on the reflectivity. I got a dual screen. I can go ahead and Take that off now. This way. Turn off the split view. But we could see another tornado warning. Oh, tornado off of this storm. It's still a big storm. Low precip. There's not very much hail. Do this. Turn off stereo mode. People from YouTube, Facebook. Hello, Darren Hudson. Oh, that's Casey. Uh, this tornado is in. It was in Enid, just southeast of Enid, Oklahoma. It just went down from a PDS warning now to a regular tornado warning, going towards Highway 64. Just uh, it's in Fairmont, Oklahoma, right now, going towards Garber. Tyler Rutson, hello, just checking in. Yeah, we finally got this stream going. We had some technical difficulties, but we now have it up and going. Hello, people from YouTube and Facebook. If y'all are just now checking in, we are just now tracking this storm just east of Enid, uh, going northeast at 50 knots, which is really slow. 15 is not very much, so it's a slow moving storm, which means it's going at about 16 to 18 miles an hour. But interesting. You're going to be live for when the severe storms come to Mississippi. Yes, I am. We will be live streaming Monday, which we will be having severe weather potential tornado outbreak April 27th of this year, which is going to mark 15 years since the April 27th super outbreak. Uh, but yeah, we're going to be tracking that this Monday. Cannot see the cities. That's not great. Uh, it's showing them on here. I don't know if it's on your end or not. Storm Force, which is my team. But let y'all, everyone else, let me know if y'all can see the cities. I mean, this is showing Garber, Fairmont, Covington, Billings, Perry. But this is moving more towards Highway 64, going towards Garber. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the split screen view on the velocity and uh, reflectivity. Kind of show what's going on both ends. If it'll load, that'd be great. Yeah, it has been 15 years. Um, okay, yeah, it's still weak rotation, but it still has potential to recycle, which has happened before multiple times. But yeah, this is a big time severe outbreak right now. I mean, I wouldn't say outbreak, but severe event right now. We have an enhanced risk as of right now. I can go ahead and show the outlooks on here. Let's go to day one. Take it off a split screen view. Probably should have done that first. There we go. Yeah, this is right inside of the southeast side of the enhanced risk. We have even more tornado warnings just southeast of Newkirk, Oklahoma, uh, just east of Interstate 35, going towards Highway 75. But yeah, this is a enhanced risk. I'm gonna go ahead and check in on this other tornado warning up here near Shidler. I don't know how to say that, but that's where that's currently at. Pull up the radar. That's probably a good spot, anyways. Never mind. Uh, let's look at velocity right quick. Weak rotation on this one as well. It has rotation just north of Scheidler. I'm gonna call it that. Just northeast of Call City. Weak rotation, but it is tornado warned because of that. I remember looking it up and I saw so many large tornadoes like Phil Campbell, Huntsville, Coleman, and Tuscaloosa, to name a few. Yeah, that outbreak and just that one day on April 27th, we had over five EF5 tornadoes on that same day, which is actually pretty crazy if you really think about it. It's really rare to get that many EF5s in one day, and of course we had the first EF5 last year, and the first time in over 12 years. But this Monday we could see something just like April 27th, which is not good. Due to models and stuff, we had seen very similar models to what it looked like back in 2011. Going back down to this tornado warning storm just east of Enid, going crossing I-64 right now. Still tornado warned, weak rotation, but it still has potential to recycle yet again. But yeah, going back to reflectivity real quick. Sorry, I got a notification on the phone. Hello for people just checking in on YouTube and Facebook. We are live tracking this tornado warning storm in Fairmont, Oklahoma, just east of Enid, crossing Highway 64 going into Garber. This was at one point a tornado emergency warning storm, and then it was PDS. Then it went down to PDS, and now it's just a regular tornado warning storm. I actually hopped on here a little bit late because I had some technical difficulties with the stream not wanting to do right. But yeah, this is what's going on right now. Tracking the storm, which it has potential to recycle. Yeah, it is south of just south of Fairmont. Radar Tech Tyler Woodson. Uh, I am actually live with my team right now, as you can see on the top of the screen. Storm Force Weather Team. I'm co-owner Josh Hatcher of the Storm Team, and going back to this stream, tornado warning has been lifted, but we will keep an eye on the storm. But let's go back to this northern storm in Call City. This one's also still tornado warned. Going to velocity right quick. Do that right quick. Go to velocity. Rotation has picked up. It's starting to tighten up a little bit just west of Scheidler, northeast of Call City. I'm going to put this back onto the split screen view. There we go. I'm going to switch the left side to reflectivity and the right side to velocity. It's just more proficient to me if this would load correctly. Map 1 is going to be reflectivity. Map 2 will be velocity. I'm going to go back to this other velocity. The regular velocity looks a lot better. There we go. So yeah, this is a tornado warning storm in Scheidler, Oklahoma. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. But this is southeast at, let's see here. Hail is up to 1.25-inch hail. Moving at 19 knots, so at about a little over 20 miles an hour. Going east. Almost straight east. But rotation is starting to pick us. So we're going to keep our eyes on this storm as it moves, keeps on moving east, and we should see some more updates on the storm. We can probably actually view the storm just slightly. With this street cam. It's dark, but we should still be able to see some lightning come up and Should be able to see it slightly. Probably not, but that is okay. Uh, Hang on. Okay, had to message to the group chat. Oh, the Storm Force group chat. Okay, it's still tornado warn. It's just updating a little bit. The rotation is still not intense, but it is still somewhat tight. Uh, so yeah. Okay, Tuscaloosa Birmingham EF4 should have been an EF5, and I agree. We shall see how the SBC and new in Memphis, Birmingham, and Huntsville, along with other new NWS offices. Uh, yeah. I mean, it could have been an EF5, but the way it was, due to the damage, it just wasn't given that because it didn't have the right amount of damage caused in the tornado. Okay, so south of. Is that Alabama? I just got on. No, this is in Oklahoma. Kinsley Fisher. This is actually in Oklahoma. All right, Josh. I'll see you later. All right, Casey. See you, buddy. So he said, where at again? Tonkawa. Could start producing. Let me try to see where that's at. Where is that going to be at? Let me go up to. Let me go back to single screen right quick, and I will get to that. All right, Tonkawa. Is that near this storm? I don't think it is. Trying to find it. Hang on. Tonkawa. Tonkawa. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, I see it. Never mind. I see the storm right here. It was right in front of me the entire time. Uh, that looks like a hook. Yeah. Velocity. Yeah, it can start heading towards Ponca City. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I can see where you're talking about where the rotations can start popping up. Uh, just east of it, just east of it, just below Highway 60. That could start to ramp up and try to rotate. I'll keep an eye on this storm, and we'll see if it rotates and gets tornado warned. The northern storm, just northeast of Webb City. Rotation's actually kind of died off a little bit. It's still rotating, just not insane. Okay. So this is moving a little bit east northeast, uh not exactly east, but almost east. Go back to split view. There we go. So yeah, where that rotation is right where it's trying to hook around a little bit, slightly. But yeah, that this could possibly go tornado warrant if it tries to strengthen up with the rotation. But not guaranteed, but very possible. Let me do something right quick. Specifically, trying to get it this year to where people can tune in and be weather aware of this stuff. Oops. This way. This should get some more people uh, weather aware and where they can know what's going on. There we go. All right, folks, we're still live. Tracking this storm that has potential to go tornado warned. It has some slight rotation in it, which can actually try to intensify. But this storm in Scheidler still has a little bit of rotation, but not anything too serious. But it just got an extended tornado warning, which means that it still has potential to strengthen up and get and can possibly eventually produce a tornado. And just to be aware, I know most of y'all know this, but this is at nighttime. It's gonna be dark outside. Uh, so it's best if you guys try to stay in your house, and if you're in this tornado warning going this just east of Scheidler, going towards Highway 60, going towards Bart something Bartleville. I'm gonna call it Bartleville. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is going southeast, going towards that these communities and stuff that has some populated areas with houses, buildings, maybe some small businesses. If y'all are in this path, y'all need to get in your safe place. As y'all can see on the bottom banner on the bottom of the screen. What just happened to my stream? It's covering up something. I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some adjusting. You might be able to see this, but it's fine. But it's not that. I don't know what's going on. Something happened. I don't know. It's gonna be this, I think. Yeah, something happened to it. There we go. Frick. There we go. Got that somewhat straightened out. So where y'all can see the viewers on here. Okay, that should be all right. Okay, I just had to do a little bit of adjusting on that, but yeah, there still has some rotation on this storm. It just got an extended tornado warning on it. If you're just checking in with some slight rotation, going back to the southern storm, this one near Perry, still has some slight rotation in the storm going towards Covington, moving east. Well, we have a little bit of something on the just east, not east, just west of it. Uh, just east of Walcamus has some rotation in that storm too, which is a separate storm from that one. It might not look like it, but it is probably. I think it's trying to merge with the storm. We have a cell merger, and it's going to try to push into the storm and try to make it rotate a little bit stronger and have it intensify and could go tornado warned once again. Because this was at one point tornado warned and tornado emergency warned as well. But it went down to PDS and tornado warning, and it died off. But this still has some rotation in this storm, which could intensify. Now this Tonka Ponca City storm is getting some stronger rotation, starting to tighten up, as you can see on the hook and on the velocity. It's starting to tighten up slightly, and I'm gonna keep my eye on this. This is severe storm at the moment, but it has the potential to go tornado warned as well. Okay. Head of Operations Tim Newcomb. He has said, "A buddy of mine's chase team is in Enid. They are reporting mass catastrophic damage and mass injuries and casualties. Which is that is not good. So basically, the storm that was in Enid there was a stovepipe tornado that was tornado emergency warned that was on the ground. It was a big stovepipe. I didn't get on stream fast enough, but somebody that is on our team, head of operations on our recovery team, Stormforce Recovery, said that one of his buddies' chase teams was in Enid chasing that storm, and they have reported mass catastrophic damage with injuries and reports of death, which is not good. But we'll get into that later and do some reporting on that on our page, and eventually get some photos maybe by tomorrow. Post on their on the page, and yeah, we will have people go out on our recovery team to go out tomorrow and help recover and help people uh, clean up damage. Nathan, if you're watching this stream or whatever, if you could see, we can see about people going out tomorrow and help clean damage. But just let us know if we can do that. We'll talk to the recovery team anyways and see what we can do with that. We do have medics on the team, but this is a big situation. And this is nothing compared to what's coming Monday. Monday's going to be a big day too, which we'll be live covering that. But I got my eye on this Ponca City storm. This is moving into a highly populated area. And this is literally right on top of Highway 60. Right on top of it. This rotation is. Uh, I would love to get a camera on, street cam on this or sky cam on this storm. But as you can see, it's currently 9:19 p.m. 23rd of April, and we are currently streaming this storm in Ponca City. If you're just checking in or tuning in, has potential to tornado warning, has some slight tight rotation. As you can see on the velocity, it's right on top of Highway 60, and crossing. It's moving along Highway 60, crossing Highway 177, going towards south of Call City, going right into Burbank. This is tracking right towards it. So if you live in Burbank and Ponca City, y'all should go ahead and be in your safe place and be ready to hunker down. Because this could potentially go tornado warrant and could put a tornado down by the time it gets to Burbank on Highway 60. So this is moving into some populated areas. And it looks like we got a little bit of rotation just south of Highway 60, east of 177, possibly. We still have that tornado warning in Scheidler. It hasn't gone away yet. Has very weak rotation on it. So this tornado warning might expire here in just a few minutes. But we will keep our eye on this Ponca City storm. That still currently has rotation on it. So we can just slightly, but it's still rotating. Severe warned. Let's go discussion. Tornado watch. There is a current tornado watch, obviously, in these areas that expires in 2 hours, but there's still potential for tornadoes and severe storms. So currently, we still have some rotation on this Ponca City storm moving east on Highway 60. Strong rotation and wind shear Covington, Oklahoma. Okay. Let's go back to that Covington storm. Yep, I see what you're talking about. This is starting to rotate once more south of Highway 64 going towards I-35. It is a tornado warned storm, so if you live in Covington, just west of I-64, not I-64, Highway 164, be sure to be in your safe place. I was kind of expecting the storm to kind of go tornado warned earlier, going towards Perry. So if you live in Perry, get in your safe places and get ready to being this tornado warning storm. Not sure if there's anything on the ground right just yet, but it has potential. So I'll be keeping my eye on this storm and the Pumpkin City storm. Thank you, Shane Hardy, which he is also a member of our storm team. So shout out to Shane Hardy for being part of this team as I'm co-owner and vice president of the team. So shout out to all that is a part of our team that is currently on the stream. Be sure to go follow all of them on our page and on theirs. Tight couplet northeast of Scheidler, so it must have gone back up again. Moving back up to the storm. I'm not seeing anything tight at the moment. Let me switch to a different velocity mode. Storm relative velocity. No, not anything tight. Who said that? Tyler Rutson. Okay, this is on his weather. Uh, Tyler, what radar are you using? Because I'm not seeing the same couplet that you are. Yeah, you had an old scan. That's totally fine. Uh, no worries on that. But it's gonna be rain wrapped, and if it touched down, it possibly a stovepipe again or a wedge. I agree. That's the owner, Nathan Nichols, that on the team. So going back to these other storms, going back to Ponca City, looks like the rotation has kind of died off a little bit. So I'm gonna go down to this tornado warning storm down in Covington. Let's go to storm relative. Yeah, I don't like that. So this Covington storm, the couplet, starting to somewhat tighten up a little bit in there, but that we're that in the middle of the tornado warning, right where it says Covington. That rotation is going to be the hell core. That the hell cores they can rotate and not produce tornadoes in that rotation, but it just the hail and everything moving around in there kind of causing rotation. So that's probably why it's radar indicated tornado warning. But on the very southwest side of the storm, where the inflow tail is going to be, is where it's going to try to hook around and probably try to produce some rotation, some actual tornadic rotation right there, and it could possibly put down a tornado eventually, going towards Perry. So if you live in those areas, be sure to get in your safe place. Yeah, radar indicated. Yep. So let's look at the specs right quick. So the hail is up to 1 3/4 inch hail, uh, moving east at 82 degrees at 12 knots, which is about 13, 14 miles an hour. Radar indicated rotation 10 minutes ago is whenever it was issued. So I'm actually slightly late on it, which is not terrible. Not great either, but yeah. But we have this is an area of 196.8 miles squared. I guess that's how big the tornado warning box is. So hazard, tornado and golf ball size hail. Source radar indicator rotation. Impact. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. So be aware of that and be sure to be in your safe place if you're in these areas. Okay. Straight arrow. Okay. But okay. So the reflectivity hasn't updated yet, but on the velocity, just north of Marshall. I'm guessing that's where the hook is going to be. Is where this tornado warn storm is starting to get its rotation up and everything. Starting, yeah, rotation is dying off. Yeah, it's dying off near the hell core, but it's strengthening where the hook will be. At the reflectivity radar scan will update, we'll be able to see the hook on the just north of Marshall. Shane Hardy. But yeah, thank you for the update. Rotation's starting to tighten up. There it is. Look at that tightening up just north of Marshall. There it is. Couplet's starting to try to tighten up a little bit, so it's starting to strengthen. I don't know why the reflectivity is not really updating like it's supposed to be, but whenever it does, we'll be able to see the hook and everything trying to wrap around. But we'll be able to see the inflow tail and everything. So stay tuned for that. But for those just now checking in, we are covering this tornado warning storm just in Covington, northern Marshall. We have a slightly tight couplet on the storm. The velocity scans is actually a lot way ahead of the reflectivity scans, which I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. But we are seeing some stronger rotation tightening up just north of Marshall in the Covington area. Moving towards Perry. There we go. We got the a somewhat of an update on the reflectivity. 64 decibels over Douglas. Where would Douglas be located at, Shane? Okay, we got another update. It's starting to die off again, but it's still rating pretty strongly. Uh, but I would like to know where Douglas is, though, so I know where to look. Are you talking about decibels in Hale or just south of Covington? Must have missed something. Hang on. There we go. I see what we're talking about now. Yeah, that's gonna be the Hell Core right there. That's gonna be the near the Hell Core. Hail is now up to 2 3/4 inch hail, which is big time. 100% 100% severe. Okay, storm impact. This is a storm track. 21.0 miles east at 82 degrees, 41 miles an hour. So it's actually really sped up a lot. Okay, not worry about that. Okay. So the rotation has kind of spiked up a little bit, which is a good thing. Still some rotation in there, just not as strong as it tried to get. But could it get stronger? Very well so. Will it? Not too sure. But it is possible, not guaranteed. But let's just hope that it doesn't really try to produce anything because that would be best for these communities and slightly populated areas. Just one moment. Let's switch back to this one. There we go. Okay, had to look at something. Pretty decent echo tops as well. Okay, so that would be the height of the storm. I'm looking at the echo tops on the velocity side. Echo tops, where you are. There we go. Yeah, that is a very tall storm. I wish it would show the height though, like describe the height. But hang on a second. It should actually. Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, that's really tall. That's about okay. That is almost 60,000 feet. 60,000 feet. How tall the storm is. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. No, don't want that. Wrong button. That happens sometimes. Okay, here's the velocity again. So there's the rotation just west of Highway 74. This is relative velocity, storm relative velocity, which is okay. Not the best, but not the worst either. Thank you for sharing that, Shane. Thank you. But the hook is starting to tighten up a little bit on the on the west side of the storm, and if you can see the just west of the tornado warning box is where the inflow is. That is actually feeding into the storm, was where it is going in to make it rotate. So yeah, yeah, about 44,000 feet, close to 50 to 60,000 feet. Yeah, rotation is dying off again. New tornado warning. The tornado warning box is way smaller than it should be, but it's still heading east towards Perry, east northeast. But I don't know why it got smaller. That should be a much bigger warning box, but that's fine. But it's still tornado warning. So I'm on. I haven't checked it in a while, but I'm gonna go back to these other storms up in the north. Ponca City storm is no longer. Well, it's still not tornado warning. The rotation is not strong enough to do so, which is good, which means less lives at risk. This other storm is also no longer tornado warned. So we're gonna stay with this one. Now I gotta go keep up the good work. Thank you, Shane. Thank you for being in the stream. But thank you, and I'm so glad that you are part of the team. And big shout out to you, uh, for being part of the team. But hope you are doing well, and hope you keep doing well. And you do the same, man. Good having you with us. Holy cow! Okay, we're staying on this storm for sure because this tornado warning storm. About just a little bit more. There we go. Uh, moving towards Perry. Rotation is really starting to ramp up and tighten up. So we're going to stay on this storm. If you live in Covington, Perry, on on Highway 64 and I-35. Be sure to remain in your tornado safe places. And I know the warning box is not as big as it should be, but Marshall, people that live north and northeast of Marshall, stay in your safe place. Same if you live in Perry, Southern Perry, I-35, Highway 154. Stay in your safe places, please. This is a big time tornado warning. Tight rotation. See that inflow is starting to kind of really feed in there and starting to ramp up the rotation and everything. Tightening up really big time. So I'm gonna zoom into it so y'all can see it better. I know I don't have the screen full on the stream, but that is the couplet right there. I don't know what these numbers are. I don't know why that's popping up. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. That is the rotation right there. Where my cursor is, I'm gonna draw actually. That is the couplet right in that uh, notch, right where that hook is. That is the bear's cage. You do not want to be caught up in that. That is the most dangerous spot of the storm where you can get killed big time. But that is the rotation, and I do not recommend going outside if you live in Douglas. Uh, you're right under the gun, Douglas. Moving east slightly. Let's go this way. This is going dead east. This is going straight for Perry. If you live in Perry, I-35, Highway 64, Highway 86, Highway 64. If you live in the Perry area community, get in your safe place right now. Stay there. Do not get out of there. Either that is your basement, storm shelter, bathroom, lowest level of your house. Remain there and stay calm, but be prepared rather than not prepared. Because if you're prepared, you have a lot much lower chance of dying. But if you're not prepared, you might not live. So what I said in my last stream about this coming up Monday, I'm gonna say this about right now. If you live in Perry, I would rather be over prepared and nothing happen than not prepared and potentially get hurt. So let's go ahead and look at the. I'm gonna go ahead and draw so I can see exactly where the debris could be. I'm actually going to go to correlation coefficient and see if I can see anything that has to do with debris or anything in that matter. I don't really see any debris being lifted right now, but this could potentially go touch the ground at any moment. And at can you explain how to look for rotation and tornadoes on radar for laymen like me? Laymen, uh, whatever that means. But yes, I can. Let me go back to velocity for everybody. Jewel, going back to velocity. So the red and the green, that is the rotation right there. If you see bright reds, bright greens, yellows, so on and so forth, if you see so the brighter the colors, the stronger the rotation. The lighter the colors, the much, much weaker it is. Brighter, stronger. Darker, weaker. And right now, this is starting to weaken slightly, but it's still a really tight couplet and could possibly put down a tornado at any moment, at any time. Do you see where this says Highway 74 right under the 1.25, just north of Marshall? That is a rotation for you. Right now, it's still a tight couplet and could potentially, eventually, put down a tornado at any moment, any second. We cannot predict exactly when, but it can happen. But yeah, that is how to look for radar. And you are welcome. You are welcome. Very welcome. Still a really tight hook. Really tight rotation still. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this, and yeah, I'm waiting for the velocity to update again so I can see everything. Uh, didn't have that. You can handle that. Rotation starting to weaken, but it's still strong rotation. Big time hook. Not very much hail in this thing. I mean, there's some hail in there, but it's not very big. Still can do damage to homes.
Hey, can you put my phone on the charge?
Sorry about that. Had to do something. But dang it. I'm gonna do this for. But yeah, weaker rotation, but still has potential to strengthen back up and produce tornadoes. So I got my eye on the storm. Going to continue watching the storm. Now we're waiting for velocity to update one more time. And this is going straight for Perry, straight for I-35, Highway 164. So if you live in anywhere south of Perry, west of I-35, south of Highway 164, if you live anywhere between I-35 and Highway 77, remain in your safe place. Okay, still weak rotation, but it looks like it's going to try to tighten up just south of where this was, and it's still having some stronger rotation, a secondary stronger rotation on the south side of the hook. So we're still going to keep our eyes on the storm, and I wish that the radar box, the warning box, was a lot bigger. Hello, Corn Lee. Hello from Colorado. I wanted to chase the marginal risk yesterday, but it didn't look too good. Yeah, marginal risks. I don't really recommend going to chase because you have a really low chance of really finding anything. I mean, if you get lucky, that's wonderful. But no, uh, I would rather chase a slight risk than a marginal because you have a slightly better chance with the slight risk than you do a marginal. But I really recommend going from slight risk and higher. I mean, it's just my opinion. I never ever chased on a marginal risk day, and so I've chased on high risks, enhanced risks, moderates, all the good. But yeah, this rotation's starting to pick back up again, starting to tighten up, going towards highway. I Interstate 35. So remain in your safe places. I mean, and again, the warning box is way too small. I might have to call the National Weather Service in this area and tell them to really size up or at the least put the warning box in the right spot. I mean, that's kind of bothering me big time. But it's still moving straight east, basically. Strong rotation, potential to have a tornado on the ground very soon. But Corin Lee, but yeah, I just don't really recommend chasing on marginals. But whatever floats your boat, though. I mean, it's very personal preference. I mean, I can't really tell you how to chase. It's really more preference, but there is some ways to kind of chase correctly. But yeah, if that's how you do it, you're good then. And another good thing to do is to look at just basically get into the nitty gritty with the models and everything with the SBC models, HRRR, those are good ones. K, all the goods. I kind of did that in my last stream earlier, looking at Monday because we have a big time severe weather outbreak possible that's coming up Monday. But thank you for tuning in. It's good to have you in the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But if any of you guys that is tuned in, if y'all have any questions for me or anybody or on this team, feel free to ask. I mean, you can even ask me questions on this stream if you'd like. I mean, I would talk to you guys. Y'all can direct message the team, the storm page, or whatever. And you can direct message me personally, I mean, privately, or the head owner, Nathan Nichols. You can also follow him and talk to him as well. Rotation is starting to die off, but it's still looking pretty tight, though. So I'm going to still keep my eye on the storm. Sorry, I was having to do something on the business chat. Yeah, this tornado warning for Covington and going towards Perry. Uh, the warning box is in a terrible spot. Well, we're still chasing. I'm not chasing. We're still. Oh lordy. We're still tracking the storm. Okay, this is just north of Marshall, so this is right. Okay, that's a really strong rotation right there. I'm gonna go ahead and check for any kinds of debris right quick on the correlation coefficient because that is not looking good. So there could possibly be a mm, there could possibly be a tornado on the ground. I'm seeing something weird just east of where that's at. I don't know if that's a glitch in the system, uh, or not. I don't know. I don't know if that's right, but that is some really strong rotation right northeast of Marshall. I mean, that's really strong. All right, I had to reply to a message, but that rotation is really strong. It's not as strong as it was a second ago, but that is still concerning. The hook is not as tight as it was, but it still has some rotation in there. Yeah, that's right inside of that meso. Uh, meso. Okay, rotation's really starting to die out now, which is a good thing, which means less lives put at risk. But it still has a really strong inflow on it, though, on the north side and the south side of the storm. So we could see some uh, potential second rotation on the north side of this storm. Rotation is still uh, in there, but not as strong as it was. Perry, severe thunderstorm in Perry, has some slight rotation up there, going towards Morrison. Morrison, which is at highway going along Highway 64, going towards Highway 412. This is a big time storm over here in Perry. There's like a Boeing echo effect as well as some rotation in the storm. So this is going to have straight line winds and a rotation on this thing. Could go tornado warning, possibly. Check up north. Some of the severe warnings. The only tornado warning I'm looking at right now is the Covington storm right now. Let's check south. Let's go to Oklahoma City. That's the only tornado warning I'm looking at right now. Okay, so the Covington tornado warning is apparently lifted, so that's good. So as of right now, there's no more tornado warnings, which is a good sign, which is a good thing, really good thing actually. So the Covington tornado warning is now lifted, so that means there's no more tornado warnings.